had more on my mind, so I'm like, I should just make another video before the idea just disappears. But this video is gonna touch on relationships. If you sit, just take a moment right now for like maybe a few minutes and look back on your life. I do this often. I look back on my life. I look at all the people who made the deepest impact on me throughout my life, whether it be good, whether it be bad, and I look at why they came into my life at a particular time frame, and honestly, I know this sounds horrible, but I rarely remember the good more than I do the bad, because it's true, you always remember how somebody makes you feel. It's not what they did, it's how they made you feel. I mean, sometimes you remember what they did because it ultimately makes you remember how they made you feel. But yeah, when I look back on my life and I take stock of the people that entered my life and made deep impressions on my my emotional body, because that's a little harder to unravel. It gets really like cut in there, I think about, especially romantic relationships, I think about the dynamic, and I was always confused. I'm trying so hard to make things work. I'm trying so hard to, repair and bring things back into balance. And I couldn't understand where I was going wrong, And that's the thing, I kept trying because I didn't understand. I feel like once you get clarity and you understand and it becomes crystal clear, the lesson is learned, and that's when it's, there's no more confusion, and you can let the situation go. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, you can let it go. The unraveling process starts. The unbinding process starts, And, I had this great insight, and I would like to share it with you. I came to the realization last night that the people that I was involved in romantically taught me everything that I do not want. And now that I have recognized that they have, displayed behaviors and traits that I do not want, it's easier for me to just let go and stop investing and stop feeding stop emotionally investing, I'm mentally checking out, period. It's just like, okay, I enjoyed the stay, and now I'm gonna check out. And what I mean by enjoy, I don't know, like I said, everything is so paradoxical, because even though it gave you a sense of security, it gave you a sense of stability, and it also destroyed me. You know what I mean? It destroyed me. And moving forward, I know what I do not want. And I've also learned that I may love someone, but I love myself more. I love myself so much that I will no longer accept inexcusable behavior. I will no longer accept confusion, manipulation, playing small so you can feel big. I am no longer dimming my light silencing myself in order for you to thrive and be comfortable. I am no longer neglecting my well-being for such people in the name of love. I think that's where we get it twisted. We think, oh, I love this person. I know, I've made videos. I said, if you have to try, if you have to force, if you have to beg, if you have to compromise more of yourself than it's actually worth for somebody who doesn't deserve you, then you're doing yourself a great disservice, and again, self-sabotage. But these videos not only hopefully help you, it reminds me, it reminds me like why it's necessary to be like a tree and let the leaves fall. You know what I mean? Yeah, so when you look back on your life and you take stock of the people who hurt you the most or betrayed you the most, just smile and go, thank you. Thank you for the lesson. I finally learned it. You're a great teacher, and you taught me what I don't want in a relationship, in a connection, in anything. And you also taught me what I deserve, and you taught me how to take my power back and give myself love. You showed me my way back to myself. That's the thing. It's so funny. Like, people don't understand. Like, I've noticed, like, if somebody hurts or betrays someone, they immediately get reactive. They immediately get resentful. They immediately seek revenge. For me, it wasn't really like I never really, what is that called? Believed that revenge solved anything. I mean, it's kind of like throwing more wood in a fire when you're trying to put the fire out. To make that make sense. So I never really believed in revenge. I do, if I were to be completely honest, I have witnessed and experienced resentment for sure. The feeling of being deeply hurt and feeling, I guess, sorrow and also I think ultimately I felt very, very, very disappointed. Disappointed in the other person's ability to rise to the occasion, to, follow through and stay true to their words. Their actions and words weren't lining up. And, I was disappointed in that they weren't showing up for me in the same way I was showing up for them. And I was also disappointed in myself for expecting these things and for fooling myself into thinking that, the potential, seeing the potential and striving towards their potential. And I was also disappointed in myself for allowing myself to stay so long in abusive situations. I mean, you gotta be radically honest with yourself. You have to be radically honest with your feelings. I don't regret anything. I don't guilt trip myself. And I also remind myself, I didn't know any better, and this was part of the process. I needed to see what I needed to see. I needed to experience what I needed to experience so that I could know what I know now. And I'm deeply grateful for those who have inflicted the most harm on me, because they gave me fuel to turn pain into power and to keep keeping on. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling for my words right now. Oh my goodness, what the freak. But yeah, thank these people. They showed you what you don't want, what you won't tolerate, what you will no longer invest in. And then they also taught you how to bring it back to yourself. They were catalysts for your growth. They were fertilizer in the soil so that you could bloom. Anyways, I don't know if I made sense. Per usual, and I don't know if this video is any good, honestly. But I am going to take more care of myself and feed myself some breakfast. I deserve that sustenance for my body. You know, it's so funny, despite everything, I can still fucking laugh. What a gift. I still have my sense of humor despite like the pain that I have endured and the pain that I'm currently going through. Anyways, you guys take care of yourself, okay? And thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Hopefully they gave you something to mull over, maybe even apply to your life so that you can become great too. Anyways, take care. Blessings to one and all. Amen.